Saying you're a successful design builder is one thing. Proving it is how teams win projects. As an increasing number of owners become DBIA certified, they're also expecting certification in their team members, and they're saying so in their RFQs. That's why here at DBIA, we say certification means business. Welcome to the Design Build Institute of America's Design Build Delivers podcast. I'm Kim Wright. Today we're talking to Keith Molenaar, who's been instrumental in helping build DBIA's rapidly growing certification program as a longtime certification board member and ultimately its chairman. Before we get started, I want to say thanks to our podcast partner, Georgia Pacific Gypsum, for their support in bringing this conversation to you. So let's not delay any longer. Let's talk about design build certification. Why is it important for a design build professional to be certified, do you think?
So design build professional certification is incredibly important if you want to be a leader in the industry, if you want your company to gain more business, or if you want to be a truly knowledgeable owner who can get the best value from the project teams. I think design build certification brings something to the industry that we haven't had in the past. We have professional engineers, we have professional architects, we have different types of construction manager and construction company certification. But the design build certified professional is truly the integration of those areas. And it's only through the education that DBIA provides where people can learn how to integrate and work across those different disciplines. So I think it's incredibly important, and not only is it important, it's really the only place you can go to get that type of certification.
Because as we've seen over the years, as design build has evolved too, there are people who will say they're doing design build, and in reality, they're actually really not doing design build, or certainly not doing design build done right.
Exactly, yeah. Design build is truly a project delivery system. We talk about the contracting methods, we talk about the procurement methods, we talk about the payment methods, and there are so many ways to do it incorrectly, unfortunately. To truly get the best value, to truly get the maximum team potential, you have to have all of those pieces working together correctly. And without that understanding, again, of contracts and payment systems, of procurement approaches and how to select and when to use qualifications versus when to use fees or when to use price, and then also the overall contract of design build itself, you really do need to know the nuances of that.
And I think it's probably self-evident to industry how important that type of training and certification is, but it's also, you mentioned it earlier, it's really important for owners.
Yeah, and you see owners are one of our biggest groups of people getting certified. I know that just this year we've reached 640 certified professionals, and I know 40% this year are owners, and that's so important. Owners see the value in knowing that how their staff, how their project managers see design build and do it correctly. So they see the value, and I think it is the owners who drive the projects. It's the owners who define success. It's the owners who have the funding and constraints or have the vision. But again, we have example after example of owners who've dipped their toe into design build after working in a design bid build culture for years and years, and just don't have the knowledge, just don't have the tools. Not that they don't have the desire or the needs to make it successful, they just don't have those tools. And what design build certification does is gives a level series of knowledge areas. It gives us an ability for people to have the same language and use the same processes. And in the best of both worlds, we have the owner who has certification and your design builder who has certification, and then we're all talking the same language and working with similar processes.
Yeah, starting from the same place.
Exactly, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what it takes to become certified. I mean, what is it that that a certified professional needs to do from the beginning? What do they do? The beginning, middle, and end that says at the end, okay, now I'm certified. This is what I gained from that process. What do they learn in that process?
Sure. So there's, first thing is there's 2 levels of certification, and we don't see those as stepping stones. We see those as equal. Let me unpack that a little bit. So a design build certified professional has to have education that's commensurate with the certification, architectural degree, engineering degree, other 4-year degrees that qualify. And then they have to have full experience with the project from concept, working with the integrated team through the end. And you have to have the appropriate number of years to do that. And that's the process. It's really starting with the general education, getting the design build specific education, and then going ahead and taking the training and passing the test. I can't forget that there is an exam here.
You might want to forget that there's an exam, but there's really not.
But it's the exam is very well done. We've just refined or recalibrated the exam and made sure that it's in complete alignment with what we teach, and it's exceptionally well done, and taking the courses and following the study guides, it shouldn't be something people are worried about. The other level of certification we have is an associate design build professional, and there's really 2 general groups of people who go for that. People who might be in support services such as legal or procurement, or really aren't there through managing the design build or working with the design build team through the construction phase. And we love to see people owners, team members from procurement or other professionals, accounting staff that really work and need to know about design build, but just aren't truly involved in that integrated team through the end. The other group that uses that associate level is our brand new graduates, new professionals, people who don't have the commensurate number of years of experience, but do want to work towards that. And we encourage that with our new professionals. And again, I think it helps differentiate, helps make you a better team member, and I think it really contributes to our young professionals' long-term ability to be successful.
Great design builders are all about innovation, integration, and efficiency. That's why we're happy to have Georgia Pacific Gypsum as our Design Build Delivers partner. The DENS element barrier system with AquaCore technology from Georgia Pacific Gypsum creates the water-resistive and air barrier within, eliminating the need for an additional on-site crew to apply a separate WRBAB. This innovative product provides a high-performance integrated sheathing solution for architects concerned with preserving the integrity of their building designs, and offers contractors better control of their project schedules and potential time savings. And that associate DBIA, I do think, is really misunderstood or underappreciated, in the sense that we are all about team. We're all about having every member of the team being fully immersed in what it is they need to know, and that means those maybe non-traditional team members.
Yes, and I think I would agree with you. In the past, I think it has been misunderstood, but I think when you look at the number of associate DBIAs now we have, people do really see the value in that, and again, I think they are growing, and it's an area we, as a certification board, really want to see continue to grow.
And given how important qualifications are to the design build process to begin with, it only makes sense that we have a way of measuring that experience, proving that expertise, of which the certification does. Is that being valued by owners as they're looking for design build teams? Are we seeing that happening?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The certification process has taken some time to get that stature, now being well past 10 years old and having more than 4,000 certified professionals. Owners can put that requirement in their design build RFPs and know that they will have people who meet those qualifications. It's an excellent way to ensure that you're getting the best team by requiring those. Frequently, though, owners will just say it's desired, or you'll see many proposers putting in those qualifications, not only just using the certification credential with their team leaders, but truly writing in those best practices, design, build, done right, into their proposals. And so, from a proposer's side, you see not only an advantage to having the certification, but an advantage because you're a better design builder. Similarly, from the owner's side, when you feel that you can require it and you're allowed to require it, I think it's an exceptional way to help you get down to the best potential team members.
Something really quantifiable.
Exactly, yes.
So we say design, build, or certification means business. It's really not just a catch line. I mean, it really ultimately can mean good business.
Absolutely means business, either directly when it's required or indirectly, because I guarantee that the principles we teach will help people win projects, but then not only win projects, but also be more successful, again, from both the owner's side and the contractor's side in the long term when you're following what DBIA has learned over the past 25 years truly are best practices. And remember, those best practices are written by DBIA members, people who practice every day, people who are the leaders in the industry. And that's the same as how our curriculum has been developed by those leaders over the years, and all the way through, again, I hate to say it, but the examination, right, has been developed and tested and refined by practicing design build professionals. So it truly is represents best practices in the industry.
And you mentioned, the change in the curriculum, the new exam. That's again, that it might seem scary at first, but the truth is, it shows we're evolving. We're moving with the industry to make sure that you really are training professionals with what they need to know today, not what they needed to know 6 years ago. Absolutely,
yeah. I think design build was at the Design Build Institute was at the leading edge in '93 when it was formed, and helped to move legislation along and help understanding in the industry. And now, when you see design build making up half of the construction volume in the country, and continuing to evolve, DBIA has been leading there as well. The new curriculum takes in new contract methods. It takes in new teaming methods. It's we now have awareness of BIM and technology in our teachings and in the exam. And again, I truly believe members of DBIA corporations and individuals are the folks who are leading the industry in this area. And so the certification is, again, written by those, developed from that group, and represents the best in the industry.
So we have a new designation, in fact, recognizing the fact that we've grown, we've evolved. We now have folks who are truly industry leaders who've been doing this for many, many years, thus the new designation.
We've seen people truly dedicate their entire careers to making design build better and improving our industry. And so this year we've created the new Fellows Program, and the requirements for that are basically you have to be certified for 10 years, you have to be a DBIA member for 10 years, and then there's a competitive application process where you talk about your impact not only on the industry but also on your community and leadership in the area. And it's a very prestigious opportunity. We limit it to 2% of the entire DBIA certified professional list. And if you get a chance to take a look at the website and see the just over 20 fellows and honorary fellows from our founding fathers, I think you'll see they truly are leaders, and they will be our trusted people that DBIA can call upon, and I think are always very open to doing anything that they can to improve the industry and help new owners, new practitioners along.
Having a group of industry leaders like that now that are a college of fellows is such a huge resource for an organization and industry too, because you can tap into them.
Well, in talking with the group, I know that they see this as more than just honorific, and I really look forward to seeing what types of initiatives and what types of insights and innovations they're going to push forward as a group, because interestingly enough, some are competitors with each other, but when you put them all in the same room like this, thinking about what we can do as a group to improve the industry. I'm just really excited about what we'll see in the next few years from this College of Fellows.
It is an exciting time to be a design builder right now. It really is.
It truly is, yeah.
Thanks so much to former Certification Board Chair Keith Molenaar from the University of Colorado at Boulder for joining us. If you'd like to know more about Design Build certification, go to dbia.org/getcertified. You should also plan to join us at DBIA's annual conference and expo in Las Vegas, November 6th through 8th. It's a great investment in your design build future and a terrific opportunity to network with the nation's leading design builders. And thanks again to our sponsor, Georgia Pacific Gypsum, for being a valued member of our Design Build Delivers podcast team.